Hello friends, welcome once again to an exciting video. So today we will see about one of the popular package manager in the Python, that is UV, right? So why it is so popular, we will see that. So first let's go to the documentation page, as always I do, to read the documentation. So I'll search for UV Python. Right, so let's go to official documentation page. Right, so this is on the pip. Let me go back. This is the official page of UV. Right, you can see how to install on the Python. So let's go to the EGS documentation, which is provided by the pip. Right, so if you see over here on the pip, right, so it is compatible with lots and lots of Python Python versions, that is 3.8 onwards, right? So why UV is so popular? So let me zoom in here, right? So you can see over here is, right, UV is so fast, right? It takes only 0.06 seconds to install the packages, which for the same time the poetry is taking approximately 1 second, and you can see for the PDM and the PySync, right? So some of the key highlights you can see over here is it can replace pip, pip tools, pipax, poetry, pyenv, tween, virtual environment, and more, right? So this is why it is so popular, right? So previously we were using pip, and then we used to create the virtual environments, right? And managing multiple Python version in single project was really a complex task, right? But using using UV, it is very easy for us to maintain the different versions of Python, right? So you can read a few of the highlights over here. You can pause the screen and read it. So you can see 10x faster than pip and a lot more, right? So it can manage multiple Python versions and all. So I'll jump and go to the installation part. You can come back, or you can pause the screen and read these benefits, right? So to install the UV, you can use it on Mac and Linux both, right? This command will help you install the UV on this. I'm using the Windows, so I'll use PowerShell to install the UV, right? So let me open my VS Code, right? So you can see that I have opened the PowerShell over here. So let me copy and paste the command, right? So this is the PowerShell command. I'll copy this and I'll paste it here, right? It says that downloading UV 0.10.0, right? So let's wait until it gets installed. Okay, now you can see that UV is installed successfully. So let me check the UV version. Right, so you can see that we have successfully installed it. Right now, once you have installed it, right, so how you can initiate the project and you can maintain it, right? So and make sure that one of the critical thing you need to make sure, right? So you need to make sure that you are using version 3.8 onwards, right? Python version should be 3.8 onwards, else it will not work, right? So you can see the documentation how you can init and all. So if you want to init the project in the current directory, you can directly write UV init, but I'll be creating one of the one of the folder, right? So for that, what we can do, UV init, suppose I want to say UV init my project, right? So you can see one of the folder with the name my project has been created, right? In this you can see the readme file, right? You can see the project.2ml. So this is the file where all the project dependencies has been maintained. So if you are coming from the JavaScript background, so you are very familiar with the Node.js as well, right? Where we have package.json file where we maintain all the project related metadata, right? So over here we are maintaining the metadata of this Python project, right? So this is the main file, right? You are saying that hello from my project. So this is saying what is the current version currently we are using, right? So, and this is the git ignore file, right? That's it, right? We do not have virtual environment and all those. So we'll see the upcoming commands and we'll see how we can do it. Let me show you how we can add any package, right? So to add any package, the command is very simple. You need to just say add, right? So uv add requests. Okay, my bad. I need to go to the project directory, cd to my project. Now if I run uv add requests, right, so you can see that it is downloading the package, right? So it has pulled in the other packages as well, which is required by the request, right? But over here, this is, you can see that we are maintaining the dependencies, and in the dependency it has added the request version 2.32.5 has been added, right? So in the log file you can see the other packages which has been pulled in. So I would highly recommend you not to modify this, right? Because if you modify this, it will mess up with your dependencies, right? So you can see that apart from request, we have downloaded certify and IDNA and URL lib3, right? So you can see that these are mentioned in the UV log file, right? So what all other packages you are pulling, and this is the dependency of requests package, right? So this is how it is maintaining the package dependencies and all. So this is how you maintain one package, right? You install, but if you want to install multiple packages, then how you can add it, right? So you can uv add, you just need to give multiple package name, right? Separated by the space, right? Suppose you are pandas, right? NumPy, right? Like this. There is a typo. It's a NumPy, right? So now you can see that it will be added in the project dependency. You are seeing that it is pulling other packages as well, right? So let me open the project.2ml file. So you can see that pandas and the request is added over here, and let it download the other packages as well, right? So I'll fast forward the video. Okay, now the package has been installed successfully. You can see that NumPy and pandas has been added in the dependency. Same way, if you see in the log file, you will find that other dependency, right, packages has been installed in this or added in this file, right? So going forward, I'll not open this file, just add request. Do not delete this file or do not modify this file, right? Unless you know what you are doing it. Now, once we say, now you can see that it has created the virtual environment automatically, right? It is maintaining the library over here, right? Now when I say, or now when we say that it is maintaining or we can maintain the different Python version inside the project. So how we can do that? So if I check the UV version, Python version over here, right, it is saying here 3.13.3, but if you see here in the Python version, it is using 3.1. So if you want to use different version of Python in your project, so how you can do that, right? So you can say that uv venv hyphen Python 3.13. Suppose I want to use this, right? So it has activated the Python version, this, right? And now what we can do, we can make it 3.13, right? Now 3.13 has been active. Now if you want to run any of the file, right, like if you see the main.py, so how you will run it, right? Let's see that. uv run main.py. Now you can see that we have changed the Python version, right? So now it is again downloading the packages to maintain the Python version with 3.13, right? So this is the beauty of UV, right? So let it download and then we'll resume from here. Now you can see that once the project dependency has been met, it ran the file, right? Hello from my project. Now let me run this, right? Now you can see that it is already the project dependency is already met, so it is running directly, right? So this is the beauty of UV. That's why lots and lots of developers are acquiring this. Now how will you remove any of the package, right? Suppose I want to remove this, right? So the command is very simple: uv remove requests. Now you can see that the request file has been removed, right? I mean the request package has been removed, right? So this is the beauty of the UV, and this is so fast. Why it is so fast? Because it cache the files, right, in the cache, and it install from there, right? So if you are installing the same package in different project, so it will not go to the online repository. It will pull from your cache and it will install it, right? This is why it is so fast. Right now let me show you a few more commands. Suppose you want to send this project to somebody else, so you will not send this virtual environment, right? Because this file is very bulky and it is not recommended to share with that. So let me delete this. Okay, let me first remove these two as well. uv remove numpy pandas. Right now you can see that it has removed all the packages, and let me install the request first. Install requests. Oh, sorry, my bad. uv add, it should be uv add. Now the request has been installed, and now you can see it was so fast, right? Now let me delete this virtual environment. Now you can see the file size will be very small, right? Let me show you the properties. It is 68 KB, right? Now you can share this file to anyone. Now suppose somebody has shared this file to you. Now what you will do, you need to install the dependencies, right? So let me close this, go here, my project. So I'm already in the project. So what you do, uv sync. Now it will automatically create the virtual environment. It will install the package, and now you can see how the package installation was too fast, right? Because these files are already being cached by UV, so that's why it is very fast. Now I hope you have enjoyed this video and you have understood all the things related to the UV. And if you want to explore more, I would highly recommend you to visit the official UV page, right? UV documentation. You will get lots and lots of information on this. And saying that, I hope you have enjoyed. So don't forget to like and subscribe this video. And more upcoming videos on the GenAI are on the go. So I would request you to check the playlist of the GenAI. You will also get the link in the I button. So thank you and have a great day. Bye-bye.